What's going on, Chad? I'm back with another video. I said I'm back with another video, mud. And it's GS3 The Don. And you know we got it going on. You can like, comment, subscribe, and we're gonna keep getting high, mud. And at the end of the day gotta end. Let's get into this content, bro. Hey man, my boy Young and Jefe. Don't care about number what the check say. He at it again. And I've been waiting for this. Me personally, I've been waiting for this. Trying to figure out why did Flakko really leave no jumper? What is the reason? Like, you feel me? Like, what is the reason? Y'all see what Young and Hefe said. Flakko finally exposed the real reason he quit no jumper. You hired all circus freaks. Wow. Let's see what he got to say. We know he gonna say some extra shit. I mean, excuse me. We know he gonna say some extra stuff. I mean, on my road to monetization and on the road to 3,000 subscribers. Let's get it. Let's get into this content with Young and Happy. I don't care about number what the check say. I couldn't even wait to eat my spaghettis. I brought my spaghettis to the table. I brought my spaghettis with me. I said, forget this. I can't miss out on this. It just dropped 13 minutes ago. Yeah, and I am a member of Young and Hefe. You feel me? I am a member. But yeah, let's get into this content, mud. You already know it. GS3 The Don. Like, comment, subscribe, and we're gonna what? Keep it on.
587, 60. From late I take a jet. Rolly watches with these Cubans. Nigga.
I be skipping the song because I don't want to get copyrighted. I don't want to get copyrighted, so I'll be skipping the song chat. Shout out to Young and Hefe and his new music. You feel me? On God. Let's get into this content chat.
What's the good old big deal with the good old people, man? It's your boy Young and Jefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm gonna bring you mail. What's the good old big deal with the good old people? It's hot topics with your boy Young and Jefe, and I'm here to deliver you another one like the other one. The recipient of hot topics, man, we got Poetic Flakko. Poetic Flakko, man, it finally came through with why he quit no jumper. Because I'm not gonna really, you can, it depends on how you look at it. You know what I'm saying? You'll have to know what's going on, and I just can't really explain the whole gist of everything. So, however you take it, Flakko quit no jumper or he was fired. I'm going with he removed himself. You know what I'm saying? So this is Flakko speaking on why he removed himself. You know what I'm saying? So there's been a lot going on of the course of his no jumper history, and I guess at times Flakko was responsible for putting up the topics that was going to be discussed and things like that. So with all the beef that's going on between with him, Munchie, Moose Man, and stuff like that, and these topics, and him not showing up to no jumper, versus him still being in the no jumper group chat, knowing what's going on, versus him being over there with T-Rail, man. It's a lot of stuff that's in a cake bowl mix. You know what I'm saying? That was mixed and mashed up, and I think
Right. Definitely right, cause he sure been making a lot of content on back on Fig. I'm like, dang, I'm like, he ain't with no jumper no more. Like, 'cause all he do is content with T-Rail and Smack. I mean, not even really. I see him doing content with T-Rail. I wouldn't even say Smack. I guess they must got like a deal going on or something like that. But I did hear Wax say something like that too on his last little. I mean, his probably before his last little stream he did on the Adam and Wendy show. Wack was telling Adam like, yeah, he got him like I think like kind of like $1 million deal or something like that, if I ain't mistaken, or a couple of 100,000. I won't put no extra on there 'cause I don't really know, but yeah, to be over there and doing content with them and all that. And that's why allegedly they saying T-Rail on some snitch stuff as far as with that Draco stuff, him and Flakko, they doing snitch stuff and all that, like, but yeah, man, let's get into Young and Hefe.
Flacco really just didn't want to come out and say like, "Hey, Adam, I'm cool off no jumper. So, what better way to do it, in my opinion? And, hey, let's poke the bear. Some things I know that's going to make, some dudes upset. I'm going to make them upset. I'm going to press some buttons, I'm going to do some things that the others are not feeling. And then from there, I could just make my exit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what better way to make a grand exit than, have a problem with all the people around? Look, man, ain't no need for me to come around no more, Adam. Like, look, dude, I don't mess with Munchie B. I don't mess with your new accomplice, Moose, man. Like, ain't no need for me to be around. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just my opinion. Like, don't mean I'm telling the truth. Flakko know his own truth. I feel like Flakko didn't know how to break it to Adam. But now he's coming out and telling Adam why he actually quit No Jumper. And he's saying, man, you got a lot of dweebs around. It's no fun no more. You know what I'm saying? And, we just about to get to the content that you already know, man. It's the Hef way and the Hef effect. We gonna commentate.
No Jumper situation is horrifying, is a disaster. The current employees are absolutely filth. Say what you want about Adam. Adam has lasted as long because he's clearly great at making content. But Adam is a 40-year-old man. You can't ask him to be on every show on No Jumper and every piece of content that comes out of No Jumper because that's impossible. He's 40. But the peak of No Jumper has been Adam surrounding himself by a solid core of at least 5 that he's able to assign to different shows, and they're able to at least perform when he's not present. But nowadays, Adam has surrounded himself with a group of absolute nincompoops, dummies, stupid weirdos who can't even put together a coherent sentence or give any type of structural analysis on anything. So what we are left with is a bunch of babbling idiots when Adam isn't here. There are some employees who aren't completely babbling buffoons, right? They do have something to offer, but it's not 5. Trust me, I've gone down the roster. I can't find 5 that aren't babbling buffoons, right? That's just a fact. Now, usually I would ignore these babbling buffoons, but then it came to my awareness that these babbling buffoons was blaming me for why they are terrible at their jobs. I've literally watched episodes of the No Jumper News where Almighty Suspect, who's one of the few good ones at No Jumper, where he literally has to talk to himself for 2 hours because nobody around him has anything to offer. Like, he literally has to give his analysis. He has to offer his own rebuttal because nobody around him is informed, has anything to say, can provide any type of articulate analysis or coherent sense about anything. And these people are the ones behind the scenes telling Adam that I'm the reason why they suck at their job?
All that, Flakko was not really doing anything for No Jumper besides helping out a little bit with the news topics. Now, the reason why he was removed from that duty was entirely because I was sitting there on the news and everybody was complaining about how they were getting the topics 10 or 15 minutes before the news would start and how they felt like they didn't have any time to prepare anything. So the only stuff that they were able to cover on the news was stuff that was,
Let's get back into the content.
That you could watch on the news, aka like 1 minute or less clips.
First off, I volunteered my expertise because I do daily news topics. I am successful doing daily news topics. I know more about what topic is going to perform than the nincompoops that sit on the stained couch. But don't listen to me. Let's take a look at the profound news topics they needed multiple days to prepare for, okay? Poetic Flakko brother apparently having a mugshot in a freestyle. David could get released today from jail. P. Nice got a new podcast. All right? Boosie and Vlad fell out over $5,000. Oh! These topics are profound. How could y'all not have multiple days to prepare for this? Ice Spice getting jumped at a Los Angeles McDonald's. Oh! How could y'all not be given multiple days to prepare for this? Now, here's the real issue here, Adam. The issue, Adam, isn't that I didn't give these absolute idiots and nincompoops multiple days to prepare. The real issue here is they didn't know how to do their job correctly or well. These people literally had a complaint where they said I didn't alert them a couple days before to listen to the Kanye album. Kanye West, a prominent rapper, is about to drop a really anticipated rap album, one of the biggest debuts of the year, and employees on a hip-hop platform is telling me they didn't listen to the album because I didn't tell them to listen to it a day beforehand. What did you think we were going to discuss on a hip-hop show the day after Kanye West dropped his album?
Because I mean, on the way here, I was listening to the Kanye album, and I'm like, "There's no way that anybody like told everybody on the news, hey, listen to the Kanye album, so we could talk about the Kanye album." But like, if I'm a No Jumper fan, I'm like tuning in if I know that I'm gonna hear a good discussion about the Kanye album, and probably not if I feel like I'm not. Right?
Adam, you're being too soft on these dweebs. You're being too soft. You gotta make them earn the $75.50 they make per show. You gotta make them earn it, bruh. Because how is it that two people consistently are music lovers? They listen to everything. Suspect and Lush. So Suspect and Lush, who are just music lovers, who just listen to music on their spare time, they listen to everything. They show up with their analysis, their informed takes on music, and the albums already listened to. So they show up listening to these albums, and then everybody else is like, I didn't know I needed to listen to.
Okay, Chad, my family called and interrupted me. I done made my light cut off. All right, the light is back on. Oh my God, let's get back into the content, bro. That was like whack as hell.
I need to listen to it. And I'm sitting there like, huh? How, first off, forget Flakko. How was that fair to Suspect and Lush? Now, I'm not even discussing, because again, I don't even know who was present or who told Adam this. I'm just saying, how is that fair to the people who are on the platform who actually listen to music? Because y'all are unwilling to actually employ people who listen to music, employ people who are hip hop lovers. I'm sorry, bruh. All right, if you need the topics the night before to have an informed opinion on Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane, then you shouldn't be on a hip hop platform, bruh. I'm sorry, right? I'm having the same expectation I have on everybody that I have for myself. I'm expecting people who are on a hip hop platform who's getting paid to speak on hip hop topics to be doing research on hip hop topics throughout the week. You should know, right, what happened with Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane, right? Without you knowing if you're gonna talk about it or not on the news. You should just know, you know why? Because you're on a hip hop platform and it's your job to be informed. You should know what's going on. You should know what's going on with All-Star JR and J. Prince Jr. and NBA Ben 10. You should know what's going on with David. But these people show up time after time after time immensely uninformed. And it's not Poetic Flakko fault. Trust me. It's not my fault, all right, that the blind dweeb didn't know that David.
Oh, he throwing shots at Munchie. He gonna say the blind dweeb. Whoa, Flacco. Like, come on, man. God ain't gonna bless you for that, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. You be going too far for you to be a civilian, bro, with the disrespect and everything, bro. Like, I don't be all in y'all stuff, bro, but you be going too far with the disrespect and the words and things you be saying, bro. Like, but let's let the content. He's talking about Munchie right now, talking about the blind dweeb. Excuse my language, YouTube. I'm on the road to monetization.
Knew Celeste was 13 years old when he was messing with her. It's not my fault. This blind dweeb showed up, spread misinformation for an hour or two, and then went home and still got paid.
So y'all heard it right there for y'allself. So from what Flakko explained, you can draw your own conclusion. And like I said, I just feel like, it wasn't no fun for Flakko no more. Let's say this, right? I think about in No Jumper how they point out nowadays, oh, gang members, all up there with these gang members, oh, it's too serious. And I just be looking like, what? So we just gonna discredit all the other gang members that have been through No Jumper? Like, when Adam first started this platform, wasn't this platform started with members? Like, when did these dudes stop being members? I'm not saying these dude members. All these dudes that have been on No Jumper, wherever they from, they came out and made it known where they was from or where they grew up or who they associate themselves with. So I don't know if these guys were just podcasting so good that it was
Facts. 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 Young and Jefe always got the facts, mud. That's one thing about him, mud. I'm saying, and he don't like shit. He don't like shit, bro. We all don't. We all don't. And when it come down to the shit, you got to get on it, man. And that's what I love about my homie, man. For real, my friend, bro. My day one brother, bro. Like on me, bro. Like y'all be sugarcoating and man, get into the content.
just forgot that these guys was members. You know what I'm saying? Because people try to make it seem like that it's a gang banging era right now. And I'm not just saying Flakko because me and Flakko don't have any smoke that I know of. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like the gang banging stuff, man, they gotta quit that, man. Like from my understanding and from what I'm seeing, like all the bodies that's been through there, with the exception of Flakko, Almighty Suspect, House Phone, like some of the other characters, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know. Everybody that know the No Jumper, you know what I'm saying, lore, y'all know the guys who came through there who wasn't members. But for the most part, I think that's what kind of like helped the platform and gave the platform, you know, the edge that it needed. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I could agree that if you are gonna be in there, member or non-member, you should know hip hop. Like, which I know hip hop. I'm a guy who rap. You know, I don't think that I had any, dishonorable takes, or I'm not fond of talking hip hop. We can do all of that. Now, what I'm not going to do unless it's asked, I don't think that you just have to go listen to everything hip hop. I'm a music lover, but I don't listen to every artist that comes out. I just don't. The music that I'm fond of, and I like is the music that I listen to, and here and there, if you might catch a new album from somebody, you may go listen to a song or two, whatever the case may be. But yeah, man, it just seemed like Flakko was tired of the new casting members. Like, I feel like the old cast members that was gang members, they really didn't trip off Flakko and didn't care about how Flakko was going about things, with how he do his content, with acting like the police and or faking like the police, and just with the stuff he's been doing, that people and spoke to him about members. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think these guys really gave him no slack or said anything. So I think like with the new cast, guys probably, and being more vocal or saying like, oh no, I ain't with that. I gotta stand clear of that or can't be around that. So, with that, it's making it no fun, because Flakko can't be him and or do him without it being a shove or somebody feeling like it's a problem or it's off or he messing up something. That's just how I feel about the whole thing. And I just think everything that's been taking place over this last month was just his way of like, yeah, hey, man, here it is there, man. Like, man, I can't pod or I don't mess with these dweebs, you know what I'm saying? But I just think he should have been, told Adam, like, man, look, man, we can do business somehow, some type of way, figure something out, but I'm cool off the no jumper thing. So this is Flakko right here, man, reading between the lines, telling why he left no jumper. With that being said, we gonna conclude this there. It's your boy Young and Jefe. Don't care about number what the check say. Make sure you go ahead, like and subscribe, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. And if you ring that notification bell, I'm gonna bring you mail.
I'm going to conclude that there, mud. You feel me? You can like, comment, subscribe, and we going to keep getting high, mud. And it's GS3 The Don, and we got it going on. You feel me, mud? And y'all know the slogan. At the end of the day, they got it in, mud.